Alright, went through some difficulty. My phone is dying, and that's why I was not able to stream for a while. Like, I started my stream half an hour ago and I have to end it. I had to end it, so but now I can continue. My phone is still being annoying, but we will actually just ignore it and start the work. Just a second, I'll get a little comfortable. Do you hear that? That's my phone switching off and switching on by itself. Fuck that. So, let's go hearts in the chat. I'm the one who's putting hearts, but like that's alright. We are very behind. I had to do a lot of things, which is to make the middleware in the backend. Okay, alright. I'll just quickly explain what I have to do today, right? Make the middleware in the backend so that the authentication for this particular user, the data that the prompt that he's sending and all the data related to him is visible properly. Aside from that, refining this particular endpoint, this should not be email agent, it should be just slash agent, we should have, like, aside from having searched emails, it should have multiple tools. Aside from having tools inside like a function, it should actually have tools outside the function. So all these things, let's just get right into it. I don't think so there is anything else that I have to mention. The stream, I'll try to keep it for a little longer because I wasted a lot of time today. Anyway, that's life. That's how you live. Alright, so let's just begin writing the code for this particular endpoint or like auth middleware, right? So I know for a fact that base middleware is something. I think I should import it. Does it exist in Pydantic? There is nothing in Pydantic. This uses middleware with where did it go? Yes, add middleware which is coming from course middleware. How to write middlewares and create a middleware. So this is definitely something that I don't understand. What I was thinking was, if there might be some way of adding the middleware outside the and like outside the main file. Let's see. Wait. Do it in faster play. Also, wait. Maybe I can just directly import this. App.add middleware A, app.add middleware B, middleware A, B, route, middleware A, B, route. Also, like today I'm gonna focus on the time constraints that I'm providing myself. It's 5 minutes, right? Let's see how much time will it take. Just copy this. What if I just paste this? What if I just make a class class auth middle where it does not have this. Which this is the course middleware. This is init. Define init. And this how define init. Alright. Define init. Take request as request, response as response, and something next. What type of middleware is this? It does not even have a next. Call next. Call next. A request should be imported from. Show should be response. If what should the request? How to write a custom fast API middleware class? Yes. content type. Great. App.middleware HTTP async define process time header request. I remember writing the entire middlewares. Incorrect dot. Token is equals to rec.body.token, but like now I'm not using. Wait a second. I'm using cookie, so my content will be in cookie, and like fast API, how to get cookie parameters. This is not what I was looking for. Response dot set cookie. This video has it. Response dot set cookie key value. Setting cookies in fast API. This is how you set running the application. We are running. The cookie will be stored. Cookie parameter is used to get the cookie by the client to the server. To use the cookie parameter in decorator function, you first need to import cookie from fast API. Import cookie. When the user sends an HTTP request to the client at the /cookie endpoint, the server first passes the cookie parameter. When the request hit the server then passes the cookie sent by the browser and get the value of GFG cookie key. Okay, so the name of the cookie was GFG cookie key. In my case, it's key is GFG cookie key value. In my case, I don't think so. There is a K. It is just cookie. not something that I am able to understand. Set setting a simple cookie from fast up response set cookie. Response dot set cookie is used. So I just have to do this. I mean, we'll import my cookie. You could have just told me that, man. My cookie equals to cookie, not my cookie is just cookie. Because I know for a fact in the application cookie is empty right now. But I think it was not saved from cookie, it was saved from token. Set cookie and cookie name my cookie with the hell yeah. Retrieve cookies before processing from fast API. Define get cookie my cookie string cookie none. I'll put this as well. Return my cookie equals to my cookie. So if not token return message no token present in cookie. How much time has been passed? 18 minutes. Alright, I'll just try to quickly wrap it up. But the if token is present, then JWT, you hear that? That's my phone going off again. JWT with fast API. Password bearer. It's a lot of code. Just give me the main line. JWT.encode encoded JWT create access token decode import JWT this token import from config import settings JWT underscore secret settings algorithm is SS I don't remember. Images 256, 256, and now return payload. User equals to payload dot because I think if not payload dot email. So this is email. If with engine advanced database, also from database import engine with on equals to engine dot connect with on dot execute const user equals to on dot execute select star from user where email equals to email. If data dot email is not email, then unauthorized this is if return is it something like this? So yeah, I think that's it. This is my understanding of how the auth, like auth middleware should look like at least. And then we need to import it over here. App.add middleware. Calls middleware. From auth middleware. Now we'll keep it and check whether what I've done is, like, it is wrong. I need to see how wrong it is. So we have completely made the middleware. Next thing is definitely to just ask why is my middleware wrong, because I know it's wrong. This and how I've imported it in main. Tell me what's wrong and what can be better. Just a second. Just checking if the world is going alright or is it dying. It's going fine. Alright. Okay. Text. Alright, I did mess it up. The multiple critical issues. Completely wrong middleware structure. Doesn't have a 5-step API. What? This is such a big middleware though. Wait, should I keep it? Keep. Let's see. Public routes. I don't know these routes. request.cookies.get token. If not token, try payload.get sub. It's not payload.email, which was present over here though. Now I'm confused, but still, if not email, status code, content, con is equals to con.execute, text, email, the query was correct, con.close. If not user, then this accept request.state.user email, request.state.user id, user info. What is this particular thing? Skip authentication for public routes. Sign up, sign in. Do I have /docs though? Where do these come from? Request.cookies.get, and here it is. Middleware.auth middleware, import auth middleware from middleware.auth middleware, import auth middleware, allow origins, app.auth middleware, and have like with okay. Response.set cookie is correct, but if I have to get the cookie, I have to do request.cookies.get, request.cookies.get, and the base starlet.middleware.base. Base HTTP middleware. I mean, this might be just. Oh no. Why is this important? This is critical because your app would be broken. Here's why. Without a check, you would have a cache 22. Whenever middleware intercepts the request and check for authentication rule. The code. I thought so. This is not the case in Node. So, alright. The reason why this particular thing I'll have to do this is because I'll just write it so that you guys can all I'm just trying to buy a new phone because my phone is, and I don't want to waste money because I'm jobless right now. That's the shame which I threw away just now. But anyway, what I was trying to say is in Node for the middlewares, you can add them in the endpoints, but in Python middleware gets added to all the endpoints. Now to avoid them, accessing endpoints that don't need middleware, we use public paths and remove the rest. First route very in fast apply when you add it applies to all route globally. Does not automatically support public path exclusion in middleware. Handle inside middleware, what you mean? Manually skip routes. Yes, so this is what I was talking about. Request.url path Alright, so what I was saying was a little correct. Completely correct. In Fast API, when we apply middlewares, it applies it to all of them. So unlike in Node, you don't have the option of like just typing out here like auth middleware and like just putting a comma and it will only access this particular thing, right? It won't happen. So basically, to avoid these particular routes, we have to add these logic, which I was not aware about. Well, I did think about it, but anyway, skip authentication for public routes. So these are the public routes which we need to skip. I don't know why docs and OpenAPI JSON is here. Why are they here? So we have put in public routes. If request dot URL, the URL that is being requested for the middleware, that's like that particular URL's path is in public routes, which is this return await call next. Just move on to the next thing, right? If not, then continue, which is token equals to request dot cookies. Like in request there is cookies, from that get token. Oh, so like it's like local storage dot get item, but like here it is like request dot cookies dot get token. So if not token, return JSON response. No cookie present. I'm in a bit of discomfort because of my phone and because of all the other things that are going on. I was so happy today, but my phone, man, I don't want to spend my money on a phone. Maybe I'll just buy a random ass third grade phone. Anyway, this happens. Then there is like we need to try something which is payload jwt.decode. This is again the same logic. In this particular thing, one thing that we do need to see is like how the email is getting like this. Like we get the email using .get. Now I'll ask this to GPT as well. In here, tell me why can't I just be like payload dot email? Good question. This is all like data structure versus object was. Payload is a Python dictionary, not an object. Ah, yes, this seems much better. This is what I was thinking as well. Mm. So like from payload, I just need sub. No, I'm not gonna overcomplicate things. Okay, this is fine. So what should I do? Should I just remove everything? Expired signature error, invalid token error. Because I wouldn't have, like, at max I would have been like, in my chat there is no one. The time is 40 minutes for the middleware. I think we'll leave it, we'll not practice it, because the time is ticking and I need to complete this. But this is how we do it in the front end too. Add it like in a separate file, not in the, and like import middleware dot or middleware from, oh sorry, from middleware dot or middleware import this. Aside from that, we need executable alchemy's text to read this line, which is our SQL line. JWT is here, JSON response, because we need to send in response. We write status code and content. Cool. HTTP exceptions, because we wanted these. Well, it's not used, to be honest, but if I put it, but I'll just keep it. And base HTTP this. Yeah, so now I know how to make the middleware. We'll practice it once again. We have a lot of days, but right now finalizing the project is much important. So let's jump from here, and now we have the middleware as well, so let's test it out. Well, to be honest, there is nothing to test as such, because we will be able to do it only and only when we are using this particular agent. So rather than testing it out, I'll do something else. Okay, so yesterday, email equals to rec dot email. Also, like in the alternative way, it was like request dot use state dot user email add user info to. So how will I be able to, like, how will I be able to so how will I be able to access them in my endpoints? Request is request, so I won't need this. I can make data endpoint, so it's fine. Okay, so uh, firstly, you are a helpful assistant. Choose the tools provided to you on the basis of the who all are sent. Well, I should not just completely delete it. I'll just put it somewhere, man. Who all have sent. You are a helpful and choose the tools provided to you on the basis of the prompt given to you by the user, and deep agents new deep agents. Don't tell me my laptop is also. I'm pressing space. Yes, so okay, I'm just typing out a lot of things without explaining a lot of things. So yesterday what I did was I thought of making a particular agent for a particular task. If we go to Trelium, you see this. There is a particular email which is doing a particular printavo. So like I would have made an agent called email printavo, which would have worked for email, and like which would have tools like email and printavo, and it will execute this particular task, right? That is not the right way. According to me, the right way would be user will give a prompt. It will be sent to the agent. The agent will choose what particular tools I should access on the basis of the prompt that are provided to me. On the basis of that, I'm gonna post a suggestion. I'm gonna post a suggestion to the user, right? That okay, should I use this? Like I'm like this was my thinking. You are asking me to send the email, like to check all the emails, and from the emails, if there is anything particularly important, extract that and print it out from printavo. For example, I don't know what exactly printavo does, but I'm assuming it does something similar to that, right? Now like the agent will be like, okay, so this is what I got from the email that was sent to you like for the last 24 hours. This is how the print is working. This both of these things are connected. Now the thing is, you tell me, should I do this? Like this is my thinking, I'm going to do this, just confirm. Now if the user give any additional prompt, on the basis of that prompt, the task executed or should the task not be executed will happen. So there should be two agents, which would be agent number one will be agent slash, yeah man, crazy, agent slash suggest, uh, and then there should be another agent called continue review. No, suggest does make sense. Agent that suggest the work that needs to be done. Now what we're gonna do is other major thing, async def Why is this email? This should be just a task suggestion agent, and we will define a task continue agent. Alright, for now just leave this one. It will do something similar only. We can come back to this a little later. The tools provided to choose a tool provided to on the basis you are a helpful assistant. Choose a tool provided to on the basis of the prompt that is given by the user. Message. Prompt. Prompt is equals to not equals data dot prompt. Data should be suggest agent. Now suggest agent class I have to define above. It should be class suggest agent prompt. Alright, so prompt provided, it will execute the prompt. This will happen, and then for human in the loop there is something. Okay, so this is this particular thing in which this suggest agent is going to tell the human that do you want me to continue. This particular thing is what we call the human in the loop, right? Now how to do it is something we will see here. Some tools operation may be sensitive and require human approval. Deep agent support human in the loop workflow. You can configure which tool interrupt on parameter we have to use. Interrupt accept a dictionary mapping tool names to interrupt configuration. True. Enabled interrupt with default behavior. Approve, edit, reject, blah blah blah. Disable interrupts for this tool. So allow decision custom configuration with specific allow decisions. Maybe we'll not need this particular agent. We just need. We'll see. Oh yes, we will need it, and we will have to maintain the thread ID so that the context can be remembered between the two agents. Is the architecture that I was thinking of. The way to do it is this. So basically all the context of this particular guy will be remembered, and it will be matched using the thread ID of this, and then it will be matched in the thread ID of this. Let's see how the doc is telling us. So at the rate tool. So firstly, for all the, let's go into this later, but like we are going to make tools using at the rate tool today, not like how we did yesterday, in which we just randomly made a function. It is not the right way to do it, but let's see. Okay, so interrupt on, no interrupt needed, fetch files, interrupt on notify. So interrupt on is for specific tools, right? Now let's see, the allowed decision checkpointer. I think my phone will blast today, but that's that. Allowed decision list controls what actions a human can take when reviewing a tool call. Approve, edit, interrupt on, delete file, allowed decisions. Okay. When it interrupt is triggered, the agent pauses execution and returns control. So result dot interrupt. When the agent calls multiple tools that require approval, all interrupts are bashed together in a single interrupt. I think we have gone down into a certain thing like why do I need it? When an interrupt is triggered, the agent pauses execution and return control. Interrupt of what? So we don't need this, right? Invoking the agent is not a problem for us. Like we don't have to wait for it. Decisions type approve, interrupt value action request, interrupt So for like I think the past hour, not even hour, man, for the past I don't know how long I was just muted. It's crazy. All right, guys. So, oh my god, man, for how long was I muted? Today is not. Today went from extremely good day to like a very weird day now. So, all right, guys. So, oh my god, man, for how long was I muted? I was muted here. I was muted here. I was muted here. In which this. So okay, you guys missed half hour of me speaking. Um, am I speaking right now? Yes, I am. So okay, I'll just go through. Where was I in this context management? So all right, there are few things that we need to do today, right? We need to do in this particular thing, right? Where is the code? So in my code, as you can see, the two endpoint things I have mentioned, right? So there should be a way of maintaining context, right? Now I don't know how to do it or what is the right way to do it. I don't know how people used to read documentation earlier, because right now I don't think so there's any way in which I can read this particular thing. It's saying agent store in memory store. If like, can I access it from in memory or what? Like, it's not like, maybe I'm being over pampered by AI over here, but like I'm a bit confused with the documentation of like what exactly do you mean by this? Like, is it going to be stored, like where is it going to be stored? In memory store, like what in memory store? Like, how can I access it? Or this is routes, store backend. Wait. To use long, you must use a composite backend that routes specific paths to a LangGraph store. Durable thread presence. The composite is a hybrid storage system where some files persist indefinitely while others remain scoped in a single thread. Guys, I need to take a 5 minutes break because my mother will kill me. Alright, so which only persists with a single thread. So basically, what I'm trying to ask is, you do not need to pre-populate with files. You provide the backend context. You may prompt the agent to store. Is it storing things in a text file? The path starts empty and agent create files on demand using the files in the right file. Start with the right input context. Keep memory minimal for always relevant convention. Use focus skill. Maybe I do get an idea of how to do this, but still like not very clear docs of like step by step. I'm so sorry. Step by step of how to do XYZ things. So when I was doing this, I realized that rather than making context, like I was trying to implement it, which I was failing miserably, but now I think I have a better idea of how to get that right. But yeah, while I was trying that, I went to the Gmail API to figure out how to actually make particular endpoint for creating and sending emails. So I found this for like creation and sending an email. Then I found manage mailboxes, which contains list Gmail messages. Now this thing, it just it's just weird to me because there is again lack of, like, how would I know, like, from where do I need to extract what particular thing. Search the Gmail inbox using a search query and returning matching emails. So basically, messages. So I think it is using messages dot list. It's not using messages dot list. It's just using slash messages, which is again a little different from what we expect. But these tools, I was thinking of, like, okay, maybe there might be a way to make it. No, like for me, it was getting a little, little difficult over time. So I was like, rather than wasting my time over this, because the thing is, I would have made this. At least I feel like I would have taken a lot of time, like maybe days, but like I would have made this. But I just need to complete this app today, so that's why I did not think a lot about it. Anyway, so yeah. Did not, like, just gave the prompt to Cursor and asked him to make tools for me. These are the three tools for email that he has made for me. There was an issue of like how to pass access token, and like major issue for me was because I've never worked with these type of tools which contains all these data. I was like, okay, this tool I will use. I have query, I have access token. Great. Where will I get to subject, body, and access token from? Until unless I store it from using, like, store it from using this tool, uh, which might be the case, but like, let's see what has been done. Prompt user ID got from the params. Um, Fetching the Google Access token fetched. Search email query, return search email query access token. To return send email, 2 equals to 2. Return what? Okay, send email is a function. Okay, underscore send email is a function that will return you send email whenever you will receive these values. All right, and then pass them over here. What is this? Search emails. So name search emails. What is this? Three wrapper functions. Send email. Close over the fetched. So these are some wrapper function, but like, what exactly does they mean? So is one step forward and 3 steps back. I'm the love of your life until I make you mad. Can't even eat my food, man. But alright, these lines, something. When you write it, a two-letter function. Function dot underscore name, the tool's name. the wrapper a plain if they have name like no doctoring, and the LLM would have no idea, but they do. This search email doc. So what is the description? Is there any description? So we are passing no description basically. So, all right. Let me explain what I understood. So basically, my problem was okay. We have made these functions, but how are we gonna insert values in this? Hmm. Apparently, we will make function out of it. So no, we will not make functions out of it. We could have directly called these functions, right? Okay. We can directly call these tools. We don't have to pass the params. And the wrapper was just so that the access token is removed. Now we do this for our a tools to know that okay, there is a description and there is a name of the email present, and then we do this. All right. Seems nice. Just wait. Now need to do the context thingy. I'll just get it done with LLM only. What is the best way to save context in the slash such that it can be passed from this endpoint to the continue endpoint as I want human in the loop. So the suggest endpoint will suggest a workflow and ask for permission to actually perform it, while the continue will perform whatever the user said. Now AI will think and it will complete it. If we complete it, we'll take a 20 minutes break, which I need very much in my life right now. This is a classic human in the loop pattern. Option A, DB stored thread. Add an agent thread table. Suggest create a thread row storing the message history as JSON block. Return a thread ID. I like idea one, but like I just want to ask this. What is this way of doing it? what is this way of doing it? Just tell, no code. Routes different types of storage, different backend based on per. Check a separate key value stored. With this approach, you don't need to manually save load thread messages. The agent framework handles it automatically. Create a conversation. The agent plants no tools. This locks you into deep agent storage abstraction. Gives you full control of. So basically, what you are asking me to do is that I make a new table, the agent, what was the table name? The agent thread table, which will be connected to the user and have two rows, suggest and continue, with obviously ID. We can also add another row called thread ID to store it. The user will have multiples array of agent thread, and the agent threads storage of context will be done in JSON, so it can be used again by the next route. One table, one row per conversation. User ID foreign key to user stores the entire conversation as JSON. Pending approved done. Each row, one complete conversation that a user can have. The user can have multiple threads, one to many relation, not just two. Each conversation lives in one row. A user accumulates many each conversation lives in one row. Why? It's not like the but we are trusting the fact that there is going to be only one no, just the basic is good. I'll write it myself, but just give me alright. Uh, break time, guys. When we come back, I think today we will be able to complete this. At least the Gmail part of it will be completed. We'll need to see the calendar and we'll need to see other things, but that's something for later on. But for now, let's wait. Let me have some food. Let's take a 15 minutes breather. Also, like, I'll do something little off, but sometimes it's needed. Can you make this into an animation and add music to it? Animation should be nothing, just waiting. Waiting dot dot dot. Waiting dot dot dot. Should be. What is that? Waving. Sullivan's Day. Oh, it has. GPT has made the animation. What? I can't hear any audio though. Games don't support music, so okay, great. Can you make waiting little bigger and on the left extreme side also it should be something like waiting animation. Let's see. It should be like this. This is what I want. Something like first W should be up, then A, then I, then empty, and so on. And after the end, it should repeat. So for whosoever who's watching right now, you can move back 15 to 20 minutes and see, like, we were actually writing some code, not writing some code, but we were just asking GPT about what's the best way to do whatever we wanted to do at that particular point of time. Yes, this is what I wanted, but the waiting is too big now. Waiting too big. Make something in the middle, and the flow should be opposite direction. So, like, I don't know, man. After this, we can go eat food. But I'm surprised that GPT is able to make animations now. It's pretty crazy. I just wanna rewind. A little on the left, please, and a little smaller. This is the last attempt. Let's see if there is nothing hopeful, then we'll leave it at that. That's life for us, right? Download refined animation. It's alright. Sometimes it's alright. Now, for God's sake, let me browse media. Okay. Browse application downloads. Alright. Okay. Now I can. Huh. So let me just. Oh. This. This should be loopy. How can I make this loop? Man. Loop, yes. Okay. Now let's see. Alright. Done. Sun is one step forward and 3 steps back. Wait in. Alright. I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna eat my food and, like, let's meet at 12:20 or 12:30 ish. Bye bye. Alrighty, so let's just continue the stream. Why does it look so off? Did I mess up the screen by somewhere? No, I did not. This is the screen, right? Alright. You guys can see everything. There is no one right now, so I thought about it. Let's add some music. It's getting little late. Let's have some nice OG songs. Alrighty. This is an artist that my friends love a lot and I love a lot. This is Bharat Bhai. Listen to his music. Let's play जी ढूंढता है. I want to hear जी ढूंढता है. Yes. I'll reduce the volume. I'll also reduce my system volume. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it or not. Might be that it might be coming from my end. I'll connect my earphones. Now it will be nice. Let me check if it's alright. You can't hear anything. Must be not because of this. Now you might be able to hear it. But it will be too much now. Let's see. Because of this. Now you might be able to hear it. But it will be too much now. Let's see. Okay. Reduce it a little more. And from a mic. Streaming. Settings. Mic. I think my mic will be by default, my earphones. So that's why you might be hearing a little weird sound. But that's that. Let's just continue. What am I doing, man? Okay. So what do we need to do? Make new migration. Create table if not exist agent. It was agent thread, right? All right. ID varchar, data user ID, uh, mm, messages, status varchar. Do we need timestamps? We do need timestamps. Created that. All right. I hope this is a proper SQL query, not just some rubbish. Uh, how do I write? This is going to be the foreign key. Foreign key references user ID. Can I write this? I think foreign key references user's ID. I think this is correct. We'll check it out later. Let's hear some little uplifting. Not uplifting, but like little energetic. So what do I need to do? The agent suggest is here. Uh, with engine connect con.execute. I don't want to execute this. What do I need to do? The response should no. Select no. Insert into agent thread user ID message status. ID user ID sign up. Well, what's the point of writing it over here? Just write it over. Crazy. Message should not be prompt. Message should be result dot oh, result dot this should be message dot content. No, I think this one should be the message. Alright, so we have made an entry, and what will happen over here? I need user ID. I need in continue agent. I need prompt, not context, but I need thread ID. Yes, now I have to find with engineer connect result is found with execute select start from agent and the ID. Yes. Thread not found. Yes. Shut up. Enough. Then uh, uh, if not row, return this. Alright, the banger has started. Row. Wait. So the row result contains result.fetch one. Now I have a row. So uh, context is equals to row.message. Now I need to use this context. I have to find out a way in which I can give the context. It will be in context. Input context information provided to the startup system from customers will provide a persistent memory is something I'm looking for now. Alright, so and the tools will be you are a Gmail, use the available tools to help manage their mails. You can search emails, send emails, reply to existing email, allow choose the right tool. I think same system prompt. While it does not in curly brackets. This is wrong. Okay. Alright. Not new UID. Yes, this is it. Verify what I've done and tell me if you can. You can't hear shit, right? Now you might be able to. You can't hear shit, right? Now you might be able to. Alright, so done with most of the things. So I'm done with the backend at least. Now what remains is the front end. Migration SQL syntax error, missing comma, wrong foreign key syntax. Message should be JSON, not varchar. Yes, that's correct. Agent suggest. Agent suggest. New ID is created, but the insert statement doesn't include ID in the column list. This is the open API for Mart. Well, I don't need this. I don't know what it had. All right, so the backend is completed now. I think I did less testing and more just like execution, execution, execution. Now my front end is remaining, and I'm confused of whether should I do it today. Let's code for half an hour more and see where we get. मुझसे आए थे, जेबों में हाथ भर के जज्बात लाए थे, कल की यादों को हमने कल ही में टांगा था, गुजरा हुआ वक्त हमने कल में न मांगा था, कांधे पे बस तालिए मुझसे आए थे, बस्ते में जी भर के तुम ख्वाब लाए थे, ख्वाबों को हाथों से आसमां पे रखा था, रातों को फिर जाग के ही इनको ही ताका था, ख्वाबों के चूर मेरी आँखों में ही चुभते हैं, जज्बात अब कहाँ इस सूखी जमीन पे उगते हैं, पर तेरा शहर गुलाबी सफेद फूलों से भरा है, हर ओर बर्फ की चादर तो चूल्हे के बगल में पड़ा है, एक दफा मुझसे आ जाओ, कुछ ना लाओ तुम खुद आ जाओ, बाहों में ना सही आँखों में भर लूँगा, उस एक लम्हे में मैं उम्र ही को तर लूँगा, एक दफा मुझसे आ जाओ, कुछ ना लाओ तुम खुद आ जाओ, एक दफा मुझसे आ जाओ, कुछ ना लाओ तुम खुद आ जाओ, एक दफा मुझसे आ जाओ।
सफर जो उम्र भर साथ चले पर कौन तले वो क्यों गया वादे तोड़ के वो क्यों गया हमें छोड़ के गुम हो जाओ रात में या खो जाओ या नहीं तुम जहाँ जाओ हमें पाओगे रूठे हैं जो बहाने से मानो जो मनाने से होता नहीं जमाने से वक्त रुकता नहीं किसी के जाने से गुम हो जाओ रात या खो जाओ या तुम जहाँ जाओ हमें पाओगे वो हम सफर जो उम्र भर साथ चले पलकों तले वो क्यों गया वादे तोड़ के हमें छोड़ के क्यों गया
One more error and I'm gonna sleep. Yep. So that's that. I don't even have the energy to speak, man. But I think most of the things are completed. Another refinement, and I think we will be good to go. I think I'll sign off. I'll just wait for this prompt to get completed. To be honest, I don't want any prompt anymore, man. I just want it to execute and just give me data. What in the world it's doing.
Good, 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 good. Great.
Let's see my Gmail. It is working. Very V1 version of it is working. Alright. Still are alive after all that. Finally, seems like tomorrow will be the last day of the project. I used so much AI today, I feel sad about it. I'll definitely try to figure out what changes were done in agent suggest and agent, like all these things. Tools, like, do people actually like learn them? Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But eventually, this is what we did. I think it was a good session. Like, and when we sat and like completed the front end, integrated it to the back end. Right now, we have integrated everything, and I think it was quite a productive day. Just like as time goes by, I'll try to minimize AI even further down the line because it's like I think it's the best to not use anything aside from what you have. So yeah, just that backend. Yes, push. Alrighty, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining in, for whoever joined in, and I hope you have a great night. See ya. Bye bye. See you later.